Hello everybody. Next to this rustling bamboo grove, there's a curious structure, actually a curious set of structures. The near structure appears to be an improvised, put together, fabricated, strangely arranged, and curiously devised chicken coop. Can you hear the flighty friends cooing inside? They're watching me from the one high penthouse. Hear them? See them? A chicken coop. Without trespassing, let's just step a little bit closer and have a look. I count many different cages there. What are they called? What do you call chicken coops? There's a word for that. Well, they seem very interested in me. Perhaps they think I'm their master, their benefactor, their keeper and feeder. Hi, chickens. Well, not chickens. No, what makes... Oh, look at this little trail. Isn't this cool? A nice worn trail leading around the coop into the next building. Let's just poke our camera in real quick and say hi to our flighty friends. Why do I continue to want to call you chickens? I almost said it again. You're certainly not chickens. I'm sorry if I'm starting. Oh, they're coming closer. Friendly guys. Don't worry. I'm no coyote, although you probably don't know about coyotes. There are no coyotes in Japan that I'm aware of, although there's lots of monsters. Some interesting things to see here. I love artifacts of the past and artifacts of the living and things that tell us stories of what was once and may still be happening. I appear to see a chair right there, dilapidated and falling apart. It probably sat there one time and someone sat upon it, and now it sits no more. And the person who sat there probably sits no longer as well. Who owns these slippers? I don't know. And the little Katori Senko grate next to it. Do you see the little metal grate next to the slippers? I'm trying to point at it with my finger right there. That's used for mosquito coils. So someone probably sat here, put together the story a little bit. There was probably someone who once sat here, the man or woman who was or still is perhaps the keeper of these not chickens, pigeons, and sat at this chair and lit the Katori Senko to keep the mosquitoes away on a pleasant summer afternoon, and gazed out at the rustling bamboo and listened to the birds therein, and wondered about lots of things in life and where their life was going and how they had come to be there. At least I could imagine that. Some feathers. Aha, look at this. This is a bit of an end of a tatami mat. The traditional Japanese mat. You can see it running along here. Probably, I'll bet you just about anything, that the owner of this place wants to put the tatami mat down in this area to act as a part of the trail, and probably to biodegrade it back into the soil. Those tatami mats are made of straw, and they biodegrade quite nicely. Looking through here, we can see there's a divide between two buildings. This one old dilapidated thing seems fabricated of corrugated plastic boards and various pieces of wood, little bits from other things. I think I saw bits of shoji doors in there as well, from the further side. And speaking of doors, a tiny little door. I don't know if you can tell, but that thing is diminutive. If I was to walk up there and stand next to it, it would probably come up to my chest at best. Where in the world could anybody find such a tiny little door? And yet, how did it wind up here? Again, probably bits and pieces all brought together. Hey, we have some water. This is an old cistern, I think. Oh, isn't it a nice tableau? Very interesting. You can almost peek inside. Let's take a look. Very nice. And a car going by. Very interesting. I think we have the owner here, perhaps. And his dog. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, and there's another old building here. Look at that. Now this one is an older still building. You can see that it has the mud walls here. See that? The mud and the bamboo. Very interesting. And then it was covered with the slats on the side, and later the corrugated metal. Underneath that metal is most likely a wood that has possibly been charcoaled in order to make it more resistant to rot and to help with the humidity. Very interesting. Well, I think since I've been busted, I better move right along and continue taking my pictures. Goodbye, pigeons. Thank you for a pleasant and enjoyable experience meeting you. Ja. Well, I just had a real pleasant conversation with the man that owns those pigeons, and he told me that these are racing pigeons, in fact, and they will race from Hokkaido to Shizuoka 900 kilometers, and they'll let the pigeons go in the morning, and they will arrive the next day at around, I think he said around lunchtime or so. So a little more than 24 hours, 900 kilometers, racing pigeons in Japan. Very, very interesting. He's here to feed them now. Really, really nice guy. I think I startled him seeing me there, and I was a little bit startled too. But it turned out nice in the end. Okay, take care everybody. Bye-bye.